Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 9808 Kessler Avenue in Chatsworth, and I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer line system and a portion of the building drain line system here for the structure. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. So what we're starting with here is the main sewer line, or a primary portion of the main sewer line, and we're going to also look at some of the building drain pipes under the structure, the stuff that's basically underground that wouldn't be able to be seen by crawling underneath. The way we're going to do this is we've got a couple of different waste vents that penetrate the roof that we're going to drop our cameras into. They actually drop us into the horizontal pipes that then will run outside to the main sewer line. The remainder of those drain lines, such as the pipes coming out of the toilet, bathtubs, sinks, kitchen sinks, the stuff that's above grade underneath the house, then would be looked at by a licensed plumbing contractor. So currently we're sitting about 90 feet in from where we dropped into the 3-inch main waste vent that's actually dropping us in underneath the toilet and the hallway bathroom, and looking down into our public sewer. So we managed to get all the way out to the city sewer from here. So we'll go ahead and pull the camera backwards, look at this primary line, and then we're going to reset our equipment over to the it's an 1.5-inch waste vent off the back of the garage that drops us into the laundry drain, and we will follow that then out through another short section of piping outside the structure as well. So we basically have two branches of the sewer line system, and then we're going to see two sections of the underground building drain system. Alright, so that was a lot of talking. Let's go ahead and start pulling the camera back here. So as we pull the camera off the public sewer, we're coming into the original 6-inch clay piping. It's pretty typical here. Pipe coming off the sewer up to the property line. Now, these clay pipe materials, they are expected to have a long service life. This is a natural material, so it's not expected to deteriorate underground like the metal pipes or the iron pipes would. But this type of piping is more brittle in nature and does have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity and earthquakes. So we're looking for any areas of specific that would have significant cracking or breaking, offsets or separations of joints, things of that nature. Now, as we continue backwards here, we're going to come through an area where we did find some root intrusions that look like they're at a joint. We're right at that area here, very close to it. Get another look here as we pull back. Root intrusions at the joint areas of these clay pipes is fairly common. Normally, we're suggesting that they can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they can create blockages in a system and potentially damage a pipe. Now, we didn't find any type of main sewer line clean-out access here for either branch of the system, so we'll be tracking and locating the pipes underground and putting orange marker flags in those locations where we would recommend main sewer line clean-outs be installed. Now, this is where we're transitioning from our 4-inch clay pipe to the 6-inch here that runs under the street, and that first joint's got some pretty good root intrusions, and currently no way to access it to properly clean these. Alright, so now we're pulling back through that 4-inch clay pipe here. Now, this is a more modern style clay piping, it looks like. So this, I think, would be more resilient to root intrusions, although we do commonly find that. So here's one of the reasons we were having so much trouble. We've got quite a few turns there, so we kind of jogged over to the right to then connect to that 6-inch. then we're kind of pulling back through the front yard. Looks like we're pulling back towards the structure here, kind of outside the kitchen area. And it looks like we're jogging one more time. So we're not quite to that location yet. Yeah, we've got two jogs in this line out in the front. And that can be a problem for maintenance cleanings. Sewer line cleanouts are required every 100 feet of sewer pipe at the upper end of each branch of the system, but also after every 135 degrees of turn. We've got two 90s here and then two more 90s out there. So we're pretty far exceeding that, so maintenance on that area may be difficult from these access points. We'll need to most likely recommend a third cleanout. Alright, so this is where those two lines tie together. You can see here that object coming through that other pipe. That's our other camera that will go ahead and reset to that location and then examine that branch backwards as well. But now we're kind of coming at a 45-degree angle back towards the structure, and then we're going to turn one more time and back up under the building. So most of this clay piping here on the property is actually in pretty good shape. It's fairly clean. Only root intrusions we've seen of any significance would have been out underneath the street there. But right here we're seeing some soil intrusion, some cracking in the pipe. Some root intrusions of those cracks. So this is something that would be definitely repaired, and it would be repaired when the main sewer line cleanout is installed. So it's not a separate repair that would need to happen for this. Putting a main cleanout in would handle the damage in this area. So we're pulling back now into the cast iron building drain pipe. This is the pipe that's then underneath the structure. We'll go ahead and pull back through here. This pipe is original cast iron piping. Now, the cast iron piping materials from this era were typically expected to last somewhere in that 60 to 70 year range. Now, what we're looking for in these pipes, it's not always possible to see leaks or holes, but we're looking at the overall condition, and that's the amount of rust and scale buildup, the wear and tear to the bottom of the pipe, and the beginnings of cracks along the sides of the pipe or top of the pipe. The rust and scale is generally moderate, some heavier portions, but from what I can see here, I don't see any evidence that we've had any failures starting to occur. The only way to really monitor this pipe is by video examinations. So, that's pulling up now. This is where the toilet ties in, so pulling back up out of the vent. So we're going to stop the recording here. We'll reset to our other camera and pick it up from there.